why this camera is being stupid. See if I get it to. Aha! Look at that. It's like, oh my god, we gotta see this ugly bastard again. It's been a while. I got about an hour or so before Shadow jumps onto his show, so I figured I'd get some hobbying in. If you guys want to come out and hang out after the show here over at Shadow and Son on YouTube, swing over, check it out. We'll probably just talk about some crazy shit, gaming thing or sci-fi thing. Then we all go off the rails and talk about everything else. So if you guys want to jump in, say hi, you can. Let's see what we got going on here. So Mark, dude, I don't know you, brother. We've been having some problems in the chats lately with Sneaky McSneakersons. So shoot me a message like through the Facebook page or something like that. Man, I'm just not familiar with who you are. Nothing personal. If you're a weird world weirdo, I appreciate you being weird with us. It's just I got to be careful on these live feeds because again we've been having some snipers coming around and jacking their wing-a-ling ding-dongs on the fucking screen. So feel free to just shoot me a message through Facebook. I recognize you. I'll bring you on or something. But yeah, we're just chilling. I am actually working on a check this shit out. It's the battle bus, the weird World War II battle bus. This is the National Lampoon. So National Lampoon had this real famous. Actually, Russ Heath drew this picture, right? And it was basically a bus, and there's like a blurb about it. It talks about like the bus can drop so much payload. It's basically calling it like a B-17, talking about B-17, but it's just a fucking bus, right? And Russ Heath, which is one of my favorite artists, used to work for National Lampoons back in the day before he did. Well, I guess he was still doing comics, but he worked for them for a while. And he's like one of my favorite like war title artists. So yeah, so again, if you guys want to jump on, if I know you, that's not a problem. But if I don't know you and you haven't been on the channel yet, shoot me a message through Facebook or the Jan. Okay. Again, it's nothing personal. Again, we've been having problems with weirdos. So it's all good. People got to do what they got to do. But yeah, so this bus is for a build so big. I had to have one. I couldn't fit it on my build plate. So this is about the size of my build plate right here, guys, right? So I had to get one of my buddies to put it on his. And even he had to like cut it in half. So, but we got it sealed up. And you can't even tell it's been chopped. So, but the one bad thing about, and I also have to give dibs to a Nerd's Nerd. This was from an original file that was just a mess. I mean, I tried to print it and it was just all jacked up. And Nerd's Nerd was able to come in and like do her magic on there, and she was able to get it in a way to do it. But the only bad thing is that it printed like complete, right? So it's like I can't take the top off and paint the interior. It has a full interior, right? So that sucks because it's got a full interior, right? So it's like I can't paint the interior. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I think I'll probably paint the seats that you can see like through the windows, right? Paint the seats that you can see, paint the inside the way I can see, right? And then from there, I'll probably just keep it black. I like to see the windows. So all these windows are like, they're just molded on there. But what I'll do is instead of just painting these like black, like they're just windows, I'll make these armored, like the windows are armored. That's why they're closed. And except this one, right? This one's open because it's got a gun mount right there. And it's basically like the waist gunners on B-17s. And I'll stick a 50 on there, and I'll try to see if I can sit a crewman in there. I'll paint up a crewman and a 50 and see if I can fit them in there without losing them into the abyss. That'll be that giant hole. Remember when we were kids, you'd have a model kit or whatever it was, and there'd be that piece in there, and forever it would just be stuck in that thing. And then right on the door here too has a pintle mount for a 50, so I might put a 50 right there too. So I'm going to be printing up. I think this thing is due at the beginning of February, so I got to fucking finish this thing. So, but yeah, so it should be fun. It's a cool, and it's, again, guys, it's just like olive drab bus. Yeah, it's like the battle bus, or I think they call it the Fortress. Let me see. I'll get that picture real quick. Let me find that picture, and I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can check it out. Let me find it first here. I still have it. It's funny. This build isn't necessarily it's not necessarily a weird World War II build, right? So there's, a lot of guys are doing, all it is armored cars in military service. Like armored wheeled vehicles in military service. So that can be anything with a wheel that's in the military. So I'm going to try and show this picture on I'm not exactly sure how I do that. So see all my porn pop up or something. Hey nerd, what's up, girl? Oh, you threw in the trash? Oh, it wasn't salvageable? Yeah. So it's perfect, dude. It's great. The only thing is, like I was saying, is that, the file's in one piece, right? So I can't do the interior. So, which is fine. So what I'll do is, again, I'll armor these windows up and just try to paint what you can see. I need to figure out a way to I need to get some really thin, like, plastic, so I can make some windshields. So for the ones, or what I could do, so, like, let me show you something real quick. So, like, you've seen the dust Quinzen. So here's the dust Quinzen. This is what they look like. They're just like the open windows and whatever. Well, I went in there and I put in like sheet styrene, little sheets, so it looks like it's a shutter, right? So they have shutters, and some of them are open, some of them are closed. So, but it's just like that on the inside. So I might do something like that for this, but it wouldn't be ribbed. It wouldn't be a ribbed like these are, because those are kind of like ribbed. Look, I don't know if you guys can see that. Ribbed. But I might just get some cardstock or sheet styrene and just put it, halfway or just above or something, just to show that, there's some sort of armored plating and part of it's open that they're looking out of, or hell, even maybe put a little slit or something. I don't know. I could do that up front too. I could just put a piece of styrene right here and be cut out a little vision slit or something. But I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. But no, this you did a great job on this, nerd. If you guys don't know who a nerd's nerd is, which you should know, she's a STL wizardress. I just made up a fucking word. And she's a master manipulator of the STL file, and she does all sorts of cool, like, weird war additions to World War II pre-existing stuff, and she does all these combinations. And so, like, you remember back in the day when we were all like, garage building and we were like, kit bashing and shit. She does that, but she's that, it's the new way. All the kids kit bash. They use the computer and they kit bash like that. So that's cool. That's what I need to learn. I need to learn how to do that shit. Because, man, I've got this giant bits box. I mean, it's massive. It's all World War II, weird World War II. That's it. That's all that's in it. It's huge. Probably, so you guys can see this long one right here. Woo. This long box. That's all full of weird World War II and World War II bits. So, but hell, now you don't even need that. You can just get your computer, type that shit up, and you can like convert cool out, pre-existing STLs into some badass weird war. Okay, so since if I still have you, nerd, I need to find some 50s. The little gun broke off too on the ball mount. Does any of your STLs have like a 50? You think that would fit? It'd have to be the box 50s. I don't think the big AAA like large magazine 50s would fit on there. I guess it would, but it kind of look weird because they probably couldn't take up like the whole doorway. I need to go look for your files on Colts and see if one of your vehicles has like some 50s on it that'll fit. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Is it in your on your account? Shadow, what's up, dude? I couldn't wait 80 minutes, man, to like get online and start doing it. So I just started a pre Shadow and Sun show. So, but come on in, dude, if you want to hang out. You too, nerd, if you want to chill. I have the power to have buddies on now. It's called it's the MG pack. Okay, I'll look that up then. Yeah, because I just need to get a 30 barrel and stick it on the ball mount here. And then I want to put, probably a 50 here and a 50 here. I need to see if I can find I probably won't do crew. I usually don't do crews in vehicles. Well, I take that back. I do sometimes. I don't know. But this one might be kind of hard because I can't take the top off. I might not just put a crew in there, just have it kind of like a display or something. But yeah, it's a great kit, man. What is that, nerd? What do you think that is? It's got like, okay, so I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can cut this background back so you can see it. See that? It looks like it might be like a hatch that opens and there's two holes. I'm wondering what maybe that could be like two guys with 50s. Maybe they're for aerials or like, antenna or some shit. I don't know what that is. I don't know what those circles are next to it. But it looks like maybe a sliding hatch. Hey, Mobius, what's up? Just curious what you might think that is. It looks almost, they're just holes, right? Looks like they might be mounts, like for pintles, but I don't know. Oh, there was another piece that was supposed to go up there. Oh, shit, I wonder what it was. Huh. Because now I sent this to my buddy because the bus was too big. I couldn't fit on my here. This is my build plate, right, for my Mars, and I couldn't get it on. It was so big, right? I couldn't get the fucker on. So he put it on his, and even his, we had to cut it in half to get it on. And he did a great. He actually seamed it. He actually put it back. He put it together. Jason's a master fucking modeler, so you can't even see a seam on this bad boy. But I don't know. Yeah, if you could, if you remember there being a piece there, let me know. Maybe you can just shoot me an STL of that piece to me. If you got it. Well, you told me you chunked it, so I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool bus. Look at that guy. Let me get a 28 mil so you guys can see what the scale it. So it's 1/48 scale, but here's an artisan design guy. So yeah, that's great. If it's like the bus to Belgium. Oh, it's just a storage. Oh, okay. I could probably make like a little storage on there. I was thinking about putting guns up there, like 250s, like the hatch opens up and a guy is like on there or something, or I don't know. It's kind of cool. Maybe I can do some weird war thing on there. Maybe put like a Tesla something on top there, like a radar dish or some shit. Make it really weird war. Maybe this can be a command bus, like this is a mobile command center. And it's got like, SATCOM, like weird World War II era SATCOM shit. Cool. Yeah, thanks again, Mutt. Nerd, I appreciate it. But yeah, I've been so every month I'm buying a bottle of resin, right? And I'm just about out of resin right now. But guys, I printed up so much shit. It's awesome. Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. I started. I've been meaning to do like a true scale 40K, just like a small, like kind of collection of it. Because I used to be a big K player um, back in Rogue Trader and Second Edition, but I haven't played it since. I mean, I play Rogue Trader here and there, now and again, where I can find someone to play it. Oh, cool! I'm glad that you have fun with it. I bet you maybe. I should dive into that and mess with like basically model building on the digital scale. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah. Oh, so nerd, got a question for you since I got you. Okay, so you had talked about you recycle your alcohol. So what I did is because I've got an Elegoo curing station. My buddy Jason sent me, and I put in fill it full, and that I had kept it all the same resin or all the same alcohol for that one bottle of resin, and it's like full of fucking resin, right? And I remember you saying that you recycle your alcohol, and I'm thinking what I was thinking is I put it all in a glass bottle, and I put it outside today to let it cure, and I'm assuming that you just like the resin will cure, and the alcohol will separate from the resin, and then you just basically pour the recycled alcohol out. Is that what it is? Or shit, I don't know. I'm just winging it. You did. You put Belgium on there. That's all right. It's okay. That's all right. I mean, it's still within the reality. But yeah, I mean, Berlin would have been cooler. But it's still pretty cool. Belgium. Now going to Belgium. But yeah. Is it turned into sludge? Okay, yeah, because I'm gonna try because dude, that is. Let me show you the. So this is the this is the alcohol from that one thing of resin. That's the alcohol. So it's full of fucking resin, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, and if this thing holds 3,000 milliliters. Now I only filled it up to about 2,000, about 2,500 milliliters, because that's about all I need, right? Oh, you did a V2? Sweet. That'd be sweet. But yeah, so this is the resin. This is the alcohol. So it's just full of fucking resin. But yeah, I just because man, I haven't bought any because I'm still buying these at a time. These are like $2.50 a fucking bottle, right? So we're talking like 6-8 bottles to fill this thing up at $2.50. It's kind of set outside for a week. Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. I want to try to reuse, but I don't know if you can even reuse this shit. But yeah, so I'm keeping all the spaghetti, jars that we use, clean them out, and then using them to like pour in this stuff and see if I can possibly without. I mean, I don't know if I can even without destroying it, capture the resin in these glass bottles, and then just pour out the alcohol that's left in there, and just kind of keep doing that until I don't know. I don't know if my theory's sound. I'm not a chemist. But yeah, so again, I've been doing like I'm making my. I used to play a Slanesh army, right, and a Marine army back in the day. Yeah, it's funny because I used to run a geotechnical lab, and we used to have all sorts of sieves that we didn't even need, right? That were just junk sieves. I wish I had access to that shit now. I'd sieve this stuff because we have like the super, super fine, sieves that agitate like asphalt and shit. So it's like, yeah, I wish I had access to that. I just sieve it. Dude, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm gonna just try this and see if I can reclaim any of that alcohol. If not, this is the first time to do it, so we'll see if this is gonna work or not. But if it does, I might be able to save maybe a little bit. If not, I'll just put them all in those junk glass jars and just let them cure, and then just chunk them, I guess. But so I'm doing a true size. It's really not that toxic, Mobius. I mean, it can cause irritation. I mean, I guess it would be a chemical reaction. It's not so much a chemical burn. You're not going to blister or anything, but it will cause irritation if the resin gets. Not that I mean, again, everything varies because some people are susceptible to things that aren't. But in general, I believe that it's an irritant, right? So if it gets on your skin, the resin, it causes it to get red and maybe a little stingy. But I haven't heard of any getting like sores or open wounds or anything like that. It's not that acidic. But and the fumes, if you're susceptible to fumes or whatnot, you want to have like air flowing through the room to begin with. But honestly, mostly that has to do with the alcohol because this is like 99% alcohol. Having that, just the fumes of a lot of that around can get you. Ooh. Yeah, it becomes more irritating over time. Yeah, it has a number of Vox that you don't want to be inhaling, and it is a sensitizer, so it becomes more irritating over time. Okay. Yeah, nerd. No. In fact, I need to crack this window I have right here. I just walked in my hobby room. We it's been in the fucking 20s and 30s here, right? Like the rest of the country. And I haven't been able to really do a lot of hobbying because I keep this window open just for the fresh, just have a fan just blowing the air out. But I just walked in here. But like I was saying, I was doing I wear gloves and yeah, you don't want to get the stuff in your eyes and don't drink it as much as you want to. Don't. Okay, just don't. But I'm doing true size Marines. So like here's one of the Marines I painted up or printed up. I like the old Mark 6 ones, right? And then let me give you just a normal sized. So here's a human. Here's a normal human in 40K scale, right? And then here's what a Marine would equate like an actual Space Marine, right? So trying to do true scale, and I'm Hungar. What's up, buddy? Trying to do a true scale because I want to play. I don't play GW shit anyway, so I don't fucking worry. I'm just gonna use my rules and do some modifications. And so the Marines are gonna be really fucking rare. They're gonna be like gods on the battlefield, so probably won't need more than 10 at the most. And they're not gonna be on fucking tanks. That's the stupidest thing. Why are Marines manning tanks? It's just dumb. They're like they're like special force badass gods that are sent to quell shit. They're not going to be piloting fucking tanks and shit. They're not even going to be fighting like that. They're going to be teleported into shit or whatever. They're going to just kill everything in sight. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're supposed to take it to a chemical dump station? Shit. Well, I won't dump it. Oh, okay. Chemical dump station, huh? I'll try to find one of those. What's with this fucking camera? There's the camera. But yeah, so there's a Marine, and then I'm playing Slaanesh. So here's a Marine. Here's one of the the riders of Slaanesh. There you go. Fighting these to die, Marine. So, but guys, I'm going to make the most accurate, lore accurate Slaanesh army. So it's going to be fucking triple X. You guys can't see it on YouTube, so just sorry. All you sensitive folks are not going to be able to look at it. We'll probably do some battle reports of it when we get it done and put it on some different sites or some shit. Should be fun though. Should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do a sisters battle or a sisters group too, like the whole story. We're gonna do like a world campaign. We're gonna do like there's like a small backwater world that has the only imperial presence that has on it is a small imperial city. Most of it's like we're gonna say most of it's like mining and shit. So people are being transplanted to the planet to mine. So there's no indigenous population. So the only population there is going to be Imperials being sent there, and there's the only real like military, kind of aspect there is going to be one of the Sisters of Battle nunneries are going to be there, and so what's happened is that the Slaanesh is infiltrated into the mining population and blah 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 blah, and it's going to get out of hand, and then the Imperials are going to send just like a small group of Space Marines to try to quell like this massive like demon insurrection, and so it should be fun. Should be fun. Get some do a little. I'm probably again. I'm not going to play any. I don't play GW rules because they fucking suck. So I'm gonna just modify my own rules into a 40k stance. Cause it's easy. It's just like I just look at this shit. Okay, I'm like, okay, Space Marine is gonna have some sort of level of damage reduction. Probably ignore the first like 2 or 3 gory death results, and then his armor is gonna give him like a probably like a +10 or +15 against the incoming round because it's so badass, and that'll include his hardened carapace body and skin and his power armor and all that shit. And then his gun, his bolters will be like autocannon rounds. They explode, and they'll have different kinds. They'll have armor piercing, and they'll have like high explosive, whatever. And so that easy, it's like they're enclosed in the armor, so they can use chemical weapons and biological weapons and shit without being affected. So it should be fun. So here's a question for you, nerd, if you're still around. So I printed out some bases, right? These are for those steeds of Slaanesh, right? And I'm sitting here, and I have a guy on eBay that I buy, and his bases are cheap for like the 25 millimeter bases for like 100. It's like $8 or $7. So I don't think it's cost efficient to print up bases because I think it uses too much resin because they're not big enough to hollow out, but they're thick enough to use up a lot of resin. So I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with I don't know if you've done the price comparison to like just buying cheap bases opposed to like printing your own bases. Because I think it's cheaper to buy like, the plastic ones you can get from eBay or whatever. Because I can get 100. I can get 100 like 25 mils for like $8. And I can get like 50. What are these? Are these 40 mils, 30 mils? For like get 50 of them for the same price. So I think it's cheaper to do that than to print them. I don't know if any of you guys out there that are 3D printers that have done kind of like the price comparison to like getting cheap. I'm not gonna buy a GW product like bases. Fuck that. Those are expensive as hell. And then just a lot of the, I know a lot of people try to save money on bases by using wood. You can buy some wooden bases. I don't know. I don't think I like the wood bases. I mean, they look exactly like the normal bases, but they don't have that wood. It's weird. It's abnormal. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Printing and painting. Actually, we did a bunch of painting. Me and Mel got some painting done. We're going to do an Arbor Day battle. So we bought a bunch of monsters, like plant monsters. Got some pretty cool ones too. We got like these giant like look at this guy. This guy's free. This is a free model, guys, from Colts. It's like a crazy dead tree monster. Check him out. That's awesome. And then we got like here's like some kind of like a Venus. Thing comes out and grabs people and brings them into their claws. Yeah, I watched Hunger. I was watching your game with Bear today. It was pretty interesting. Bear has a good like DM voice. Like he can like speaks really clearly, and he has like a nice steady like like story, and just kind of what's going on. Very descriptive and very he's pretty good DM. I'm choppy. I guess if I took my time and like did a little bit more, but I'm pretty loose when it comes to the narrative or the narration of my gaming. But yeah, nerd, I'll swing over and check out. I'm gonna actually swing over to swing over to your Colts tonight. Because you can't have a battle bus without machine guns and shit. Have a bunch of orcs hanging off of it. It's actually gonna be Merc and battle bus. I swear to God, guys, there are so many the sensitivity level on people are just like so I'm on all these these art groups on Facebook, right? And one of them is pulp, comic, and poster art, right? And Bruce Timm, he was the artist that did the concept design for the Batman animated series. Anyway, there's a picture of in the foreground, there's like a zombie and there's a big hole in it, right? And then in the background is a woman with like a double barrel shotgun, like she just shot it, right? And me being the funny jokester that I am, I said, let me tell you what I said. Being a little, being funny. I said, typical, aim a little higher, darling, because like she should blow her head off, right? But she shot him in the stomach instead, or whatever. And some fucking dicktard, sexist comment. I'm like, dude, and I put only if you don't have a sense of humor. It is. That's making. It's so stupid. Who gives a shit? That's so dumb. So I don't know. That's the world we live in now. My God, how can we have humor? How is there humor in anything anymore? Right? I don't know how these stand-up comedians can do humor anymore. Because I mean, guys, listen. A lot of humor is making fun of others, right? And again, if you're in the context of like a fucking comedy, if you're trying to be funny and you make an off-color joke, it's a fucking joke. It doesn't mean that you want to disparage anybody. You're just trying to be fucking funny. My God, I don't get it. So there's no levity. There's no, there's no humor. There's no nothing because it's forbidden. It's forbidden. You can't be funny. You can't be insulting for a laugh. But, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. I'm going to do some paint. I guess the big hubbub right now is, I guess, in Las Vegas or some shit right now. There's some sort of big Warhammer event or shit. So it looks like all the Warhammer dudes or ladies are over there like creaming their pants, talking about all that shit. Have you so nerd, if you're still around, have you been doing anything? I heard you talking to I guess I missed you when me and Mel were on. I guess we missed you. You came on right after us. You guys were talking about Robotech and stuff. Or was it Mech Warrior? Shit, I don't know. You played Mech Warrior. Did you get any games in or anything? I'm about to do this another painting challenge for this the Crafty Gamer is having a painting challenge of what is it? It's like Gundam style robots. I guess it could be Robotech or Mech, whatever it is. Gundam style robots, but set like painted up like World War II or something like that. So I've been kind of messing with the Gundams and stuff, right? Looking at Gundam online and shit. And I came across there's this pretty cool there's this couple that owns a shop up in Canada called Gundam Canada or some shit, and they it's like, you know, and they're showing like they pull people's orders, them pulling it, and like all just massive warehouse and all these Gundam robots, and I'm just like, I didn't know there was that much shit. It's pretty crazy. I swear, when Mel comes in here, everything is like moved around. No idea where it's at. So there's a new World War II series coming out. I know it's been around for a while. The what is it? The 8th Air Force one. Can't remember what it's called now. To be honest with it, it's got like so I guess it's produced by, you know, Hanks and Spielberg and all those guys again. Up in the air or something like that. I know it's been in like limbo for a while. I think they're ready to show it, but like COVID hit and slowed everything down or turned it off. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's been just floating around for a while. No pun intended. Get it floating around. Where the hell is that? I got some. Right now, I'm going to be painting up. I printed up a bunch of these cool like fences, and these little thatches. It's pretty cool. Do something with these. It'll be fun. We've got enough to do like maybe a small little farm or something. If I can find my damn paint. Oh, shit. So just do this. White. Shit. Because I could just mix it. You guys much mixing? I'm not. Kind of my older age, I'm not hip on the mixing a lot of shit. Because the reason why is I often forget how I fucking mixed it. So I try to stick with the colors that come in the bottles if I can help it. So I'll mix a whole bunch of it, and then I want to go back and paint something the same color, and then I'm like, shit, I don't remember what I mixed this with, or what the consistency was, or whatever it was. All right. So you guys, anybody else up to anything? Anything exciting? Any gaming? Me and Mel just finished watching a movie. Everybody Loves Mandy Lane or some weird shit. Oh my god, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Guess it has that Amber Heard girl in it, the one that was married to Johnny Depp, had that big court case with. I don't know either one of them. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't really give a shit, so I really don't have anything to say about the actual that event because I don't know anything about it. Where are my glasses? On my head, nope. Shit. Oh man, where are my glasses? Getting old sucks, guys. Getting old sucks. So I thought I'd paint this. This thatch is going to be lighter, but then I'll go back in and paint the stumps like a darker brown. So that should be pretty cool. Maybe, I don't know. Scenery is usually pretty easy to do, paint wise, because most people, most scenery looks pretty good if you just kind of get it a once over. Not too many people are judgmental about. I don't know. I'm pretty judgmental about scenery, to be honest with you. I like playing a game that looks really good. All the armies are painted up. All the scenery looks cool. Maybe some unique stuff on the board. I'm into that kind of stuff. Anybody have any really unique, like terrain, like one of a kind kind of stuff that's like really rare that no one else has? Your own creation. I've made some weird war. I need to paint it, but I made up several. They're called flesh fields, and they're basically a minefield of zombies. The zombies have been pinned to the ground, and they've been, their spines have been cut, and they've been like pinned to the ground, so they can't move away. So they're stuck there, and they're just like withering, writhing around, reaching, and they mixed in between them. They have anti-tank anti-tank mines, right? So like, you got these like, enemy crews come across that shit, and they're like, I'm not crossing that shit, because what if we, sure, the zombies aren't going to eat you inside the tank, but if there's mines in there and you detrack, how the fuck you can get out of there? Like, you're in a sea of hungry mouths. So yeah, I think that's the most like unique kind of like terrain that I have that probably no one else has. It's cool to in the Weird War genre, you can man. Nothing's taboo. I mean, you're only limited to what you're willing to do. So shit, you can go bonkers, do all sorts of crazy stuff or heinous stuff or weird stuff, whatever it might be. It's just, there's no, lately, a lot of these game companies have been like retracting a lot of their past catalog because it's insensitive or whatever the fuck. But man, when you're doing your own thing, you can just do whatever you want. You're not, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. If you just play the way you want to play, and find those that are willing to play like you like to play, and then all that shit becomes mute, man. No one gives a shit about your politics, if you play the way you want to play. And then hell, even if it's people, then some people might just play your politics, so that's even better, right? You hang around the people that you want to hang out with. I'm all about folks playing with each other. But I'm not big into people telling people how to play. That's not how I play. Come on down, let's play. If not, then just play your own thing. Weird War II has a unique distinction with a lot of you got a lot of sensitive folks out there that equate things on the table to your personal life or your personal ideals or whatever bullshit. So but it's a fucking game. You gotta have a bad guy, right? And then Weird War II, you can go fucking full bumps. You can make the bad guys really bad. Make the good guys really good. We can make everything just gray. I don't know if I like that color. It's kind of supposed to be kind of like a cream color, but it kind of turned reddish a little bit. I just mixed some cream with some burnt sienna or earth brown to get kind of like a pottery looking color. Figured once I do a wash on it, it'll darken up anyway. So I'm trying to think if I have any. There's so through the grapevine, I've heard that it looks like Warner is going to do a weird. They're going to do a Creature Commando cartoon. Don't get excited, guys, because I don't think it's like the Creature Commandos that the weirdos will dig. I think it's more about. I think it's more Creature Commandos like the. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Nerd sent me a pic of trying to see if I can like show people what the stuff is. That's cool. It's like electric field. Oh, that's cool. You magnetize it so you can like take it on and off. That's very cool. Let me see if I can. What is this? Let's see. See, share screen or something. Let's see here. Don't want to do that. I'm still messing with this. I'm on Restream. Seems pretty cool so far. I haven't really had any problems with it. I'm still like trying to figure it all out. I don't know. Nerd, can I send the link? Let me see. I'll try to find a link to the picture. I'll just link it from Discord. Find it. Copy message. Okay. So you guys check it out. I'll throw it in the message. You guys can check it out. See if that link takes you somewhere. That link should take you to a cool pic of a Nerd did like a like electrify. Oh shit! It's in the Discord. It's in the. There we go. If you go to that link, it should be in the conversation on YouTube at least. Okay, it's from the dust. Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty cool. Electrified field. That's pretty neat. Let me see if I see that. Go to YouTube real quick. See if that link works. Yeah, because we want to back each other up, guys. We want to showcase each other's stuff. I'm just work, guys. So you guys can, you guys go check out the link that I put up on the chat. If you're on on this channel, on this video, it should show it. The link on there. Very cool. That's cool, Nerd. Very cool. Oh, but I was saying, they're gonna do Creature Commandos, right? But I guess now again, guys, I used to be a huge comic guy, right? And gave up on. It's funny because I gave up on comics right after Civil War. I just, I'm my biggest like Sergeant Rock, Captain America, the Punisher, and Iron Man were my favorite comic characters, right? And after Civil War, I was just like, what the fuck? Cap wouldn't have acted like that. He wouldn't have done it that way. He wouldn't have. Anyway, I wasn't pleased, and it got all political. And I'm fucking done. I'm done. I can handle. That's fine. If you guys want to go down that path of all that bullshit, that's fine. That's just I'm not gonna fuck with it. So I don't really do comics anymore. I've got my golden. I mean, you can all. I enjoy the golden age stuff. My favorite comic period will be the war books of the 60s, 70s, the pulp of the 50s and 60s and 70s, and the superhero stuff of the 80s. Those would be my favorite time periods of just that kind of entertainment. I'm not, if they want to re-envision everything, that's fine. I don't really give a shit. It is what it is. They own it. They can do whatever the fuck they want, but I'll just go read the old shit. It's like we were, me and Mel were like, we like video games too, but there's just seems like nothing is exciting or anything. It just seems kind of. So we just play the old shit we got, the old games that we have. Just enjoy that. Oh yeah, I got a Discord, man. I'm all over the net. If you look at the bottom of the YouTube channel, well, I guess it's not on this, but you'll see it after I mess with it when I put a picture up for it. Everything. I'm on all sorts of social media, tons of different stuff. I've been on social media for 20 years doing this weird World War II thing. The first thing was on YouTube. Remember YouTube groups? Or no, Yahoo. The Yahoo groups. The Alta Vista groups and the Yahoo groups. That's when I started that weird World War II. It was 2000, late 90s. That I've been on, and I still have a blog. That's kind of my mainstay. WeirdWorldWar2.com is my blog. It's 20 years old, 21 now. So yeah. Bo, what's up, GeoCities? Oh hell yeah, dude! I was on GeoCities, but I have to admit the Yahoo groups were the best back in the day. And when Yahoo, when they said they're going to close down all the groups, man, that's. I remember there being a huge it was a huge race to because that's years, decade of fucking comments and people would put up rules and they put up all this stuff on there, and all of a sudden it's going away. You got I think they gave us a couple months before they got rid of it all, right? But yeah, that was a bummer, dude. When Yahoo was just done. I can't remember who bought Yahoo. Was it I don't remember who bought Yahoo out. It might have been AOL. And then AOL got bought out by whoever the fuck. I was on GeoCities, man. I'm telling you. Alta Vista was my preferred. Alta Vista was the search engine, wasn't it? I think that was my preferred search engine. But yeah. It is. It's always good to know that Hunger's in the mix. I don't know, Hunger. I don't know if that. I don't think you're a Philip. You don't look like a Philip, dude. I can role play, but I can't go that far. It just doesn't work. But yeah, the Creature Commandos I was saying. So I guess there's a new rendition of it, and there's all these all the classic monsters are in it, and but they're and then there's Lobster and whatever else, but it's modern. I think they're mercenaries or some shit. I think it's kind of the Suicide Squad a bit. I think the Suicide Squad was originally during World War II. It was a group of I think it was Gunner and Sarge and Captain Storm and Johnny Cloud, and they were basically always sent on these suicide missions. That's what they call it, the Suicide Squad. I think it was in GI Combat, maybe, or Our Fighting Forces. I can't remember which comic it was in. But then I guess in the 90s or the 2000s, they kind of re-envisioned that and made the. It's so funny because I guess the leader of it was Baron Zemo, and I'm like, Zemo, what the fuck? And I'm like, like Baron Zemo, the guy with the adhesive of doom. I guess in World War II, Baron Zemo creates this like adhesive that can never be taken off, right? And he had a gun, like an adhesive gun, and Cap knocked him, and he shot himself with the gun, and this like hood, like his hood got stuck on his face like for all eternity, and now he, whatever. But I'm like, that Zemo? And it's like, no, it's his son or his grandson or some shit. I'm just like, just come up with your own shit. Stop using these cool characters and making them dumb. And he's like a good guy. Like Zemo's now like a good guy or something. I'm like, what? I tell you guys, the world's all mixed up. Next thing you know, Hungar, they're gonna make Thulsa Doom a good guy. He was just misunderstood, Some shit. Like, whoa. I've been flirting with watching. There's a series out called For All Mankind. I think it was called. I guess it's like an alternate kind of like a space race, and it looks like the Soviets and even the fucking Chinese are on the moon, and they're actually like, I guess there's some like actual like infantry combat on the moon or some crazy. I like political shows. I like that kind of like The Expanse was really fun. I enjoyed the politics behind that and kind of the realism behind all that. The older Deep Space, the later Deep Space Nine stuff was cool. Like the Kardashian Wars and the Dominion Wars and all that shit. That was cool. But it looks pretty good. It looks I haven't watched it yet. Me and Mel, we've been, every night we start a new movie. And we're in the horror section. And there's thousands of movies in this that we have. And we're alphabetically, we're in the A's, obviously. And we're just watching. Oh my God, there's so much shit. Just turkeys out there. I mean, I love bad movies, but I cannot stand bad movies that are trying to be a real movie. Like bad movies trying to be a real movie. Oh my God. It's just like, guys, come on. You got no budget. Your actors suck. If you even have a plot, I can't see it. So, embrace that you have nothing and do something funny or fun. Don't try to make something real because you're not going to pull it off because you have no talent, you have no money. I don't know. One of my favorite movies of all time is Ernest Scared Stupid. I fucking love that movie. It's probably my top 10 movies of all time. I watch that shit weekly. But it knows what it is, right? And it embraces it and it runs with it and it works. We watched some all high and full of worms, all cranked up and full of worms or something like that. Oh my God, that was just. Ugh. I used to date a girl back in the day. She was a drama girl, right? And so for months I was like tortured with the. Now again, some of it was good, but like the art house stuff, and some of it's good. Some of it is mediocre, but most of it is just like shit. And that's what it felt like watching that movie. Dumb. There's been a couple nuggets that we've run into that weren't too bad. Okay, guys, we're just gonna do this until Shadow shows up on his show. I'm gonna that Shadow show. I think he's about to jump on there. Let's see how much time we got. We got like 7 minutes, guys. So hey, guys, do this. I'm gonna give you a link here, okay? Saturday night sci-fi extravaganza. It's gonna talk about robots. Ooh, robots. We'll talk about robots a little bit, and then of course we'll talk about all the other crazy shit in the world. But you guys swing over to Shadow and Sun's show in about 8 minutes, and we'll be over there hanging out. So I'm gonna end it there, guys, because I'm gonna jump on that combo. We'll be there all night, really. We'll probably be there till midnight. So you guys feel free. Put your kids to bed, eat your dinner, then come back to the show, and we'll be there. All right, guys. Thanks for swinging by, Nerd. Thanks for swinging by, Hungar. Thanks for swinging by, Mobius. Always a pleasure. And whatever you do out there, this crazy, crazy mixed up world, keep it weird. See ya.